Hey everybody, welcome inside Hertz Arena, home to the four-time Kelly Cup champion, Florida Everblades. Trey Matthews joined alongside Jake Maurice. Now Jake, this is the first official matchup between the Everblades and the Solar Bears since Game 5 of the South Division Finals. It's Game 1 of 13 between these two programs. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, anytime the Solar Bears and the Everblades meet, it's fun hockey, it's physical, it's nasty, it's exactly what you'd expect from one of the best rivalries over the last few years. And Orlando making the playoffs last year, even though they fell at the hands of the Everblades, it was a big step for their franchise. They had their first time making the playoffs in 5 years, and they're trying to build on that this year. A competitive team, once again, is going to make the game even better.
Now, the Everblades may have a 5-1 record to begin the season, but things haven't been the smoothest in terms of racking up the wins because they've had to take it into OT a couple of times, and this Solar Bears team is coming into Hertz Arena with a 2-game losing streak. What can you say about the effort between the Everblades heading into tonight's matchup?
Well, with the overtime stuff, obviously in the short term, it's great, right? You're 3-0 in OT. You're picking up those extra points that are crucial in the standings. Long term, you're looking at the process and how you get this team to be better. You don't want to have to come back in all those games. I mean, in each of the Everblades' 2 wins on the last road trip, they had to score a goal at 6-on-5 with the goalie out of the net so that they could get 1 point and then get the second in OT. So the Blades are going to be looking just to have a stronger, consistent 60 minutes as opposed to really pushing at the end and finding a way to win. It's great that the team can do that because you need to have that comeback ability if you're going to really make it far, as the Blades have over the past 3 seasons. But you don't want to have to do that every night. It's not a reliable way to succeed. So I think the Blades tonight, they're going to be looking for a stronger start. They're going to be looking to get a lead, maintain it. Things they really didn't do on the road trip. They survived it, but now you're back on home ice. You want to try and get things back into gear like the Blades did a couple weeks ago against Atlanta.
Now let's talk about some home cooking because the Blades have been away from their fans for about a week now, and now they're performing in front of them once again. Do you think that can be a turning point for them to try to make these wins go a little smoother?
Absolutely. I mean, the crowd's going to be energized right away. They always are, which gives them a little bit of a jolt at the start of the game. It's very hard to quiet the crowd at Hertz Arena, right? So even when things aren't flowing the Blades' way in the game, the crowd can help them get that back to where they need to go. And as always, we saw it, especially in that 6-0 win a couple weeks ago against the Gladiators. When the team gets on a roll, they stack a couple goals together, this crowd just goes into a frenzy, and the team has done a very good job, not just this year, of course, but in the 2 games we've seen. They've done a very good job of feeding off that and getting it into their game to ride out wins at home.
All right, what are your direct effects? 3 keys to the game.
Well, one of the main struggles for the Blades on that last road trip was the penalty kill. 3 straight games, the Blades surrendered 2 power play goals to their opponent. It just puts you into a really tough spot. Blades were able to come back from it a couple times, but your penalty kill can't continue to operate like that. You're not going to go anywhere if your penalty kill is giving up 2 goals a game every night. Second off, as you mentioned, we're back at home, and one of the ways that's really going to help is with the physicality. I mean, big hits get this crowd juiced up like nothing else. Orlando's a physical team, lots of big bodies on their back end, so you need to get onto the boards, get in against those guys to be just as physical as you know they are going to be. And finally, you've got to be ready to go right away. Orlando has lost 2 straight games, 2 1-goal games on their home ice. They're going to be looking to turn things around for their group tonight against the team they consider their biggest rival. So Florida's got to be ready to start the game off right away because Orlando is definitely going to be tonight.
All right, fans, we need you tonight as the Florida Everblades take on the Orlando Solar Bears for the first time this season. We will have the action for you here momentarily.